Guys, this is Disha. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am discussing about the National Education Policy NEP 2020. The Union Cabinet approved this National Education Policy on July 29, 2020. After 34 years of gap, the main aim of this policy is to introduce several changes to the existing Indian education system. The first NEP was promulgated by the Government of India by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi in 1968, and the second NEP by the Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi in the year 1986, which was later modified in the year 1992 by the P.V. Narasimha Rao government, and the third NEP by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2020. The new policy aims for universalization of education from preschool to secondary level with 100% gross enrollment ratio in school education by 2030 and aims to raise the gross enrollment ratio in higher education to 50% by 2025. Now let us look into the key features of NEP 2020. The biggest changes that we are going to face in the NEP in school education system, that is 10 plus 2 is converted into 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. You might be wondering what is this 15 years. First 5 years are the foundation stage. Under this foundation stage, the kindergarten, nursery, preschool plus class 1 and 2 are clubbed together, covering the age 3 to 8 years. This is the preparatory stage. Under this stage, class 3, class 4, class 5 are clubbed together, covering the age 8 to 11 years. And mother tongue, local or regional language as a medium of instruction at least till grade 5. So again we can see this is one of the major changes in NEP 2020. This is the middle stage. Under this stage, class 6, class 7, class 8 are clubbed together, covering the age 11 to 14 years. And occasional courses are introduced. Now what are occasional courses? Occasional courses are those courses which give practical knowledge to the students. Plus internships are introduced. Students not only taught the theories but also given exposure to the practical subject, and coding is introduced in class 6 onwards. To the secondary stage, under this stage, class 9, class 10, class 11, class 12 are clubbed together, covering the age 14 to 18 years. Here the students are given the options to select the subject which they would like to study and make a career in. For example, I am a student, I can take chemistry, accountancy, history, dancing. So I can select the subject from different streams, and now co-curricular is also considered as a subject. The students will take the examination in class 3, 5 and 8, which will be conducted by the appropriate authorities, and for the grade 10 and 12 board exam will be continued, and the report card made comprehensive based on the skill plus capabilities, that is the 360-degree holistic progress card is made, including the academic, co-curricular, practical knowledge of the students. Moving on to the next aspect, that is the undergraduation. Undergraduation will be of either 3 or 4 years with the multiple entry and exit option. Here, student can leave the courses after each year. Suppose if he completed 1 year of his graduation, will be awarded with the basic certificate. If he completed 2 years of his graduation, then will be awarded with the diploma certificate. If he completed 3 years of his graduation, then will be awarded with the degree certificate. If he completed 4 years of his graduation, then will be given the Bachelor of Researcher degree certificate. What is this multiple entry and exit option? Suppose if the student completed 1 year of his graduation and want to work for any of the financial problems, he can work, and all the credit of his first year education will be in his credit bank, and he can resume education whenever he wants to. So the dropouts will be given an option to join the graduation even after the break. Other changes, by 2030 the minimum degree qualification for teaching will be 4 years integrated B.Ed degree. New Education Policy 2020, MPhil is completely out of picture now. MPhil is discontinued. Testing agency NTA will offer high quality common aptitude test as well as specialized common subject exam in arts, science, language, humanities, at least twice every year for university entrance exam. Other major changes, that is Higher Education Commission of India will be set up as a single umbrella body for entire higher education, excluding the medical and legal education. Public and private higher education institution will be governed by the same set of norms for regulation, accreditation and academic standards. Policy paves the way for foreign universities to set up the campuses in India. So again, it is one of the biggest benefit to the students studying in India. So they need not go to the foreign countries to study further. Cabinet has also approved the renaming of the Ministry of Human Resource Development to the Ministry of Education. Another important point is the 6% of the GDP will be spent on education, which if implemented correctly will be the best one so far. I am happy about this National Education Policy 2020. Hope it will be implemented very soon. If you like my video, press the subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it. Thank you for watching. Happy learning.